Hey guys, we're just about a month away from the Sea of Thieves launch, so I thought I'd throw together this little tips video. Most of these are going to be fairly basic, so if you're pretty experienced in Sea of Thieves already in the alpha and beta tests, then most of this is going to be kind of old news for you. But if you guys are just now kind of tuning into Sea of Thieves, or you're from the beta and you're going to be playing the skill test this weekend, maybe these will help you out, and let me know. Leave a like if any of these were super helpful for you, and thanks for watching. Before you set off on your adventures, make sure you run around your outposts and collect as much resources as you possibly can. This is going to make a huge difference in the long run, especially if you come into contact with enemies. I can't tell you how many times I've lost ship battles purely because I did not have enough cannonballs readily available to me. I would recommend you do at least 50 for every barrel that you have. So there'd be 100 cannonballs, 50 wooden planks, and 50 bananas if you're on the sloop, and then just a whole lot more on the galleon, given that its size and you have 8 cannons. You just want to make sure that you have a plethora of resources available to you. Having enough wooden planks is going to be very crucial as well if you do take fire, or if you do happen to run into an island or any rocks. It's just going to save you the hassle of having your ship sinking all the time. I'd also recommend that you keep a full inventory on your person. That way you're just ready to go if anything happens, especially with bananas if you need to get health or if you're getting attacked by sharks. Make sure that your cannons are loaded before you take off. This is going to make sure that you get a quick shot off on enemies and that you're not wasting any time having to reload. Getting an extra shot on them could make the difference between you winning and them losing. And it's going to be very beneficial for you to get another shot in on them while they're trying to repair underneath or while they're doing something else. Buy the blunderbuss. This is one of the best weapons in the games, or weapon types in the game. It's a one-shot kill at close range. So anytime an enemy is charging you with their sword, with their cutlass, it's going to be a lot more effective, and it's going to take them out very quickly. It's super, super good to clear out crews on ships with. Very effective weapon. You could also go with a sniper, but I know a lot of people like to board each other, and that'll definitely make the difference there. Set your sails before you take off. This will prevent you from careening into the docks or running into rocks or anything before you take off. It's just a smart decision. I know a lot of times people they raise anchor and then they do it, and a lot of times they end up crashing into the shore. And it's a real bad time. Just set your sails before you take off. You can check your map on the sloop from the top. Now this will save you a lot of time, especially if you're playing solo or just with 2 people. A lot of times you'll be running down back and forth, and then you'll lose direction of the ship and it'll just start turning all over the place. So this is an easy way to just keep up with directions and make sure that you can keep control of the ship. So just run back there, look over the side, and you can see which direction you're going to be going. If you're sailing at night, make sure you turn your lanterns off if you don't want to be spotted. You stick out like a sore thumb on the open water if you have lights on. You can look at this outpost here directly in front of us and just see how noticeable it is off in the distance. Ships are going to show up the same exact way that those lights there do, and I can't tell you how many times me and my friends have been able to spot ships because they've had their lanterns on. Whenever you get your chests, store them in the crow's nest. Now this seems silly, but this is going to be extremely effective, and you don't have to worry about enemies getting your chest nearly as easily as if it was in the captain's quarters or down underneath. Let's say you do get boarded. The enemy still has to climb that ladder, leaving you ample time to take an easy shot at them and get an easy kill so that they don't run away with your treasure. Anchor turns are going to be the next thing. These are extremely useful in order to prevent yourself from running into an island or to quickly change direction, especially in battles. This will be able to get you lined up with the enemy and potentially get another shot off on them. It's extremely useful, but it's very risky as well. If you do this, I would recommend that you do this with a full crew, or at least with one other person, as it does take some time to raise the anchor, and that potentially leaves you as a sitting duck.